Yeah, I'm sure you'd like to bounce on some Longwood.
Let's get it. This is the Nerd Sesh Trivia Gauntlet. The guy looking weirdly into his camera is Carson Breber. The guy with his mouth wide open is Logan Camden. Logan, 0-6 so far to start out in these.
Dude, I mean, the people don't need the stats, man. We don't need the numbers. We don't need the track record.
Listen, man, though, this is March now, gentlemen, and all you have to do is survive in advance, one win at a time. Logan, that is a big theme today for our show. A lot of March-centric questions on this first day of the NCAA tournament. Guys, we ready to go?
Yes, sir. By the way, guys, talked a bit about some of my unsavory teachers from high school last week.
Why are
I'm
we coming
representing
back to
today. Piedmont, baby, Highlanders, stand up. Just wanted to shout out that I'm wearing the merch.
Yeah, dude, big shout out to your professors at Piedmont, man. So professional, so, just
Big
good
ups.
people.
Lots
just
of
good
great
people,
teachers.
man.
Let's be serious, though, for a moment. Lots of great teachers over at Piedmont. Just some who maybe had impure motivations. Anyways.
I can't escape this.
Go ahead, buddy,
okay.
whenever you're ready with the first question.
Dude, I really wish this was a bit by Carson. Unfortunately, it's not.
This is real. This is
not.
vividly real. All right, if you don't know how the game is played at this point, we'll explain it for you now. We got one round on the NBA, 5 questions there. One round on the NFL, 5 questions there. A super nerd round where 5 points are available in the specialty of each of these two nerds, and then a random round at the end. We start things off, though, with a jump ball. Typically, this has to do with football and basketball. Today, March Madness question coming to you by our mutual friend, Gabe Swartz. Here is the question. There are 4 players to win the NCAA tourney, most outstanding player, and later become an NBA All-Star since 2000. Can you name at least 3 of those players?
Anthony Davis.
A sick question, bro.
Okay, Carson gets ownership of this. You got to name 2 more. Anthony Davis is correct, the most recent in 2012.
Okay, Carmelo Anthony is another easy one.
I think I have one.
Oh, do you, buddy? Well, that's not how this game works. So you had to win the national title and then become an NBA All-Star. Logan and I have been doing some college basketball-based trivia. We shot some TikToks yesterday. Those will be going up throughout the next couple of weeks. So let's think about other teams who win. On the Kansas team that wins, there's nobody who would go on to become an All-Star.
There's
on the UNC teams,
Carson, there's a guy who was on a Le Connections I made, bruh.
He's helping me. What a kind man to be helping me. This guy who was on a Le Connections that you made. So I'm thinking.
I love this guy. Man.
And
Carson, hold on. But Peyton said
okay.
he's the most recent. So it can't be Brunson. Brunson must not have won most outstanding player.
I cannot confirm or deny. I'll say this. You've got the bookends. You've got the most recent guy and the guy that's the furthest away. So it's the middle 2.
So now we're going to test my college basketball championship knowledge. So, well, I think we might go back-to-back with Florida dudes. I'm going to guess that Horford and Joe Kim both won it.
I'll give that to you. Joakim Noah won in 2006. The other guy is Kemba Walker in 2011, which is, arguably the most obvious of the bunch. Yeah, so we'll start off then with some hoops in the NBA. This is single game standouts today, gentlemen, in the NFL and NBA. So individual isolated performances. Question number 1 from the association is this. Who's got the NBA playoff single game record for steals?
That's a really good question. Oh, man.
We were going a little
shout
bit.
Out to the regular season record holders, Larry Keenan and Kendall Gill.
James Harden.
My first thought, I don't love this. I'm going to say Jason Kidd.
Not Jason Kidd. We've been going a little bit too quick lately, so
John
turn the
Stockton.
difficulty up a little bit this time. Not John Stockton. That's a great shout.
It's not Gary Payton. I mean, if you turn the difficulty up,
is it Mo
then
Cheeks?
it's not going to be anybody.
Not Mo Cheeks.
Too obvious. Not a bad guess at all. Steals machine Mo Cheeks.
The number is 10.
It's not Allen Iverson, is it?
It is Allen Iverson, 1995.
Hey, I was a steals machine, man. Steals machine.
Did this against the Orlando Magic.
Wait, hold on. He did not do it in 1995. He was not in the league in 1995.
Uh-oh.
But I'll take my correct answer.
We'll give you the point and move on. Yeah. Shout out. Question number 2. Which player holds the record for the most minutes played in a regular season NBA game?
Wilt Chamberlain.
Not Wilt.
This is a great question. I thought you were going to say playoff, and I went immediately to the triple overtime game in 2019 between the Blazers and Nuggets. Right. But the highest scoring regular season game ever was between the Nuggets and the Pistons. But I'm not sure how many overtimes that went, but they were playing at such a ridiculous pace back in those days, the Nuggets were.
That might hurt a player playing more minutes, though.
Yeah, no, that's true, but I still think it went a couple overtimes at least. Oh, man, I think I know this somewhere deep down. Logan, have you thrown out a guess yet?
Yeah, I guessed somebody. I was incorrect.
Okay, well, let's open if you want to guess more, because...
I don't know. I mean, like... it's got to be a triple or quadruple overtime game. Like, is it?
The number is 69.
Nice.
69, dude. I'm gonna know this when I hear it. Let me see if I can summon it. What era? If it's not too much to ask.
Late.
Or at least late. So this is when pace was at a real high, ironically, and they still played all these minutes. I mean, my first thought was Kiki Vandeweghe, and so I'm going to stick, and I'm going to guess Kiki Vandeweghe.
Not Kiki Vandeweghe.
Not Kiki Vandeweghe.
Was this guy like a legend, Peyton?
I wouldn't call him a legend, no. It's a name that I knew, though.
Okay. What about Dennis Rodman?
Not Dennis Rodman. That's not a bad shout.
What about Adrian Dantley?
Not Adrian Dantley.
69 minutes, dude.
That's so many.
Yeah.
That is a ridiculous amount.
Dennis Johnson.
Not Dennis Johnson. Same first initial.
Ooh.
I do have a hint. This may give it away, as Carson is obviously often digging in the crates of Basketball Reference, but this player's Basketball Reference nickname is Lamar Mundane. I don't know what that's from or what that's about. His name is not Lamar. I don't know.
Okay, first initial is D. And this is a guy who is very boring. It's not Danny Shays.
No.
Is it? He is pretty boring.
Happened in 1989 versus the Bucks.
89 versus the Bucks.
Danny
it's not
Ainge?
Dave Corzine.
Nope and nope.
I mean, I don't just want to keep guessing dudes with D names.
I think that's a good strategy.
I mean, it's not a bad strategy. 89, this is too late for Dave Greenwood.
Last initial is E.
Dale Ellis?
Dale Ellis is correct.
Nice!
Let's go, dude.
Whoa! They called him, what did you say it was? Lamar Mundane? Well, he was dealing with cocaine problems at some point, so I don't know if that's the most mundane. Not to mention, he dropped 25 a night a few times. Dale Ellis, totally underrated bucket. Good pull, Logan.
I didn't know I was going to guess him earlier. I didn't know he was in the league by 89, though.
Oh, yeah. He came into the league in 83.
I'm glad I didn't get career. The time frame messed up on both the first two questions.
Yeah, don't be so hard on yourself.
Question number 3. I'll try. There are 2 players that share the distinction of having the most turnovers ever in a single NBA game. Name one, get 1 point. Name both, get 2.
James Harden.
James Harden is incorrect.
James Harden has the playoff record. Regular season, I'm sure I know
Is it George McGinnis, bro?
It is not
Shout out George McGinnis. George McGinnis had the regular season record for a while until 2017 when James Harden and Russell Westbrook broke all turnover records. Oh boy, I'm sure that this one is in there somewhere. Is Jason Kidd one?
Jason Kidd is one of the correct
there
answers with 14. I don't know who this
14.
other hombre is, though.
Okay, very interesting.
What era, Peyton?
No clue.
Okay.
Let's find out.
Yeah, let's find out. I had a name in my mind, but it doesn't make sense. He was actually a low turnover player.
2-time All-Star.
We'll on Peyton's research.
Wow, Terrell Brandon.
Okay. This I must have said Terrell Brandon.
Carson's got dominion over this question, too, by the way.
Pre or post 2000?
Came into the league in 74, exited the league in 85.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Ooh, man. 74 to 85. I was thinking about Johnny Moore for a little bit, but that's a little too early for Johnny Moore. This is a decent length career. It's not.
And you got to get this
Phil
first
Ford.
guess to get the point.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, man. Now that I have the specific timeline, it's like I almost am imprisoned to some extent because I know that if anybody doesn't perfectly match up, I'm not going to want to guess them. But I've taken too long. Who is this?
It's John Drew. The number was 14.
John Drew. Shout out. The name that I had in my head for some reason, I was thinking about John Lucas, but I was like, I really don't think it's John Lucas. And then once you revealed the year that he came into the league, we all know John Lucas was the first pick in 76. He didn't come into the league in 74.
Since the merger, only one player has had more than 20 free throws in an NBA Finals game. Who is that player?
Wilt Chamberlain. Wait, did you say since the merger?
Since the merger. So not Wilt. I won't count that guess.
Dwight Howard.
Not Dwight Howard. That's a decent thought process.
Not a
not
bad
Dwight.
guess. Not a bad guess. Shaq?
Not Shaq. It's not a big man.
Yeah. Oh,
Dwayne Wade.
It is Dwayne Wade. Correct.
Of course.
Yep.
Yeah,
in
bro was breaking all the
2006.
free throw records.
Mm-hmm. I believe it was against the Mavericks in that finals.
Yes.
Question
indeed.
number 5. Carson holding it down in the NBA. He's leading 4-1 as we ask this question around out the round. Who holds the record for made 2-point field goals in a single NBA game post-murder?
Kobe.
Not Kobe.
Kobe is a very good guess. Post-merger, my
is
thought is David Robinson.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the right
Is it
name.
David
It's not
Thompson?
David Robinson.
Is
It
it
is
Devin
David
Booker?
Thompson.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
your boy.
Shout out. NC State Wolfpack legend. Another man, speaking of March Madness, who won a title, college basketball title,
Mm-hmm.
with the great Tom Burleson on his team.
That was the NC State team before the NC State team, correct? Or no?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean
Jimmy
by that?
V
What do
team?
you
Yeah.
mean by that? They had a national title before the Villanova national title.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
And in fact, get this, I actually just shared this fact with Logan yesterday and then posted it on a trivia video. But the year before they won the national title, they were undefeated, but they couldn't compete in the tournament because of some NCAA ineligibility.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about that? Could have been a little Wolfpack dynasty in the mid-70s,
How about it?
led
Super
by David
nerd time.
Thompson and Tom Burleson.
Shout out David Thompson. Carson getting it done in his area of expertise. 5 points available here in the Super Nerd round with the question posed by Logan. It is, can you name the last 5 number 1 overall picks who were Naismith College Player of the Year? Of course, there are multiple
Whoa.
College Player of the Year awards. This is specifically the Naismith, though.
Banger. Okay. So AD must have been.
Anthony Davis is one of the 5.
Yeah, but there are more recent. I went a little far back because I'm thinking there's not many like iconic college basketball players who go number 1 in the one and done era, but you know who was National Player of the Year? Zion for sure.
Correct.
You know who I bet was National Player of the Year? I'm pretty confident. Cade Cunningham.
That's your first miss.
Who'd they give it to? Did they give it to Luka Garza or some bullshit?
It might have been him or Tshiebwe.
No, I think that's too early for Oscar, isn't it? 2021.
Oscar was the St. Peter's year, so that would have been 2021.
I thought St. Peter's was the
I
year
think
after.
they gave
2022.
it to, I think they gave it to Obi, or either Obi or
No,
Luka.
Obi was in the
beat
2020
Luka
draft.
Garza.
Anyways,
it's not him.
this is just drivel. Okay. So who else actually dominated college basketball? You guys will have to excuse me as I go back through the recent years in my mind. They wouldn't have given it to Ben Simmons because his team wasn't good enough. I don't think they would have given it to freshman Cat. I don't think Wiggins got it. I know Anthony Bennett's bum ass didn't get it. Kyrie wasn't nearly healthy enough. Ooh, man. John Wall was a great player. He was a great college player, but I don't know with all of the vets who were hanging around in college basketball in those days. All right. I'm going to say that Blake won. Did Blake win?
Blake Griffin?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah. No, the other Blake. Be serious, Peyton, for God's sakes. Okay. Ooh. And now I've got another one who I'm compelled by. Although that factors in tournament success, because I'm thinking D-Rose got Memphis all the way to the final. I'm going to let D-Rose rip.
D-Rose is your second strike.
All right. So now we get hella serious. I think
Psycho T won when D-Rose was around.
And I'm pretty sure Luka Garza beat Cade Cunningham.
That's what I thought. That's who I figured it had to be. So now we get into a very interesting range because we have Greg Oden as a candidate, but then before him we've got lots of just high school and international guys. Oh man.
Can I get an anti-Luka Garza takeoff while you're thinking about this?
Yeah, go for it, man.
I am so it annoys me to no end that volume merchant players who do not contribute at all on the defensive end of the floor and are a liability are able to win this award. Like the Zach Edey, it frustrates me that it's obvious that we can see there are players that have greater impact on winning and do more and actually have team success and do more incredible things, and Luka just getting buckets, but we give it to Luka Garza anyway because he gets to take 25 shots a game.
Who would you have given it to?
Okay. It should have been Cade Cunningham that year.
Now, I will ask this, Peyton. As you know, I'm not as tapped into college basketball, but it seems like the other big distinction between an Edey and a Garza is they're great college basketball players who obviously don't project to the league. Do you think that you're perhaps holding a little bit of their lack of clear NBA traits against them? Just asking.
No, I think it's an opportunity thing.
Stupid question, right?
It's about opportunity. Like when a team is running that much of their offense through them, especially a guy who does not have to bring the ball up the floor, and they're not contributing defensively, like they might score 25 points a game if they cost you 10 a night. Like that average is 15.
Luka got some burn the other night against Denver and actually played. Like, he didn't play great against Jokic, but, I mean, nobody plays great against Jokic, but he played all right.
Also, just
he's had 9 points a couple times in the last couple weeks. All right, I'm ready to let a guess rip.
Okay, go for it.
Because I don't think Oden won it, but damn. He really might have, because I know that KD was in the conversation, too, as a freshman.
You got one strike to get two correct answers.
I know. All right, I'm going to start. Man, Logan and I were just talking about how good this guy's college team was. And then he went number 1 overall. So I'm going to guess Kenyon Martin.
Kenyon Martin is one of the two.
Okay. And so now we're kind of down to 2 options.
This guy did not play at a blue blood program.
Okay, well, that's helpful because I was considering Elton Brand the year before Kmart, and then I've been considering Oden, who didn't play at a blue blood program. And then, of course, I mean, there's Duncan, who I'm sure won it, and I'm not sure about Oden. So even though I don't know the timeline, I'm going to say it's Duncan.
It is not Tim Duncan.
Ooh, is it Oden?
It's not Oden. It's another big man.
It's not Larry. We don't have to go all the way back to Larry Johnson or anything.
No. This is a post-2000 guy. Yeah.
Oh, post-2000? It's somebody who I overlooked?
Yeah, Oden lost to Kevin Durant. I believe Duncan and Brand.
Big-time contributor on some teams that you really love, Carson, growing up.
Oh, my God. Andrew Bogut won National Player of the Year
Mm-hmm.
at Utah, bro? Wow, I wrote him off. I totally wrote him off. Wow. Shout out. Great question. That was a great question.
Really was. And the score sits at 9-1. Logan, got to get busy in the NFL round when we come back. To the Shield again. Single game standouts is the theme. Carson, a commanding lead, 9-1. Logan, it's your time to shine, though. Question number 1 from the NFL is this. Who holds the single game record for fumbles forced?
Ooh.
Don't overthink it.
Lawrence Taylor.
Not LT.
Damn.
Ray Lewis.
Not Ray Lewis.
He told me not to overthink it.
It's not
Dawkins.
Julius Peppers.
Not Julius Peppers.
TJ Watt.
Not TJ Watt.
Oh, I love that. That might have been my next guess. No lie.
JJ Watt.
Not JJ. This player has a
Reggie White
named
Reggie
after
White.
them. Not Reggie White.
Is it Deacon?
Not Deacon. You guys.
I don't think they
It's
were
not
at that
front.
time.
It's not a front seven guy. Which should make this obvious.
Troy Polamalu.
Not Troy Polamalu.
Ronnie Lott.
Not Ronnie Lott.
Damn, bruh.
Bro said, "Don't overthink it." We are apparently overthinking it, but I feel like these are logical guesses.
They are. They are. This player has a
John
move
Taylor
named after them, not John Taylor.
A move named after them. The Dougie.
Oh, Peanut.
Peanut Tillman. There we go. Got there in the end.
Oh, nice, Logan. Oh yeah, because of the Charles Schultz comic.
Yeah,
Peanuts.
man.
Yeah. Of course.
Well, and he's got a
Carson,
game, man, because, you know.
Yeah, the Peanut Punch.
Jesus, what are you doing, an OJ impression?
Come on, bro. That's what Peanut did, man.
I think that's a very insidious thing to insinuate, Logan.
Dude, you could put the psycho music behind it like you was in the shower.
Dude, why would you say that? Did you even see my tweet about my complicated relationship with the shower the other day? Yeah.
Actually.
Don't bring up psycho to me for years and years. Every time I wander into the bathroom, I feel as though I'm going into a war zone. Defenseless, as a crazed man could come from anywhere and murder me. And then I watched Zodiac last night because Jokic Joestar made me, and it was actually really good. But it's about a serial killer in my own home city in the Bay Area.
Well, dude, we know all about criminals in the Bay Area, man. I've heard a ton of lore about it.
Yeah, true. And by the way, much like the Zodiac, not all of them are caught. That's all I'll say.
So 4 fumbles versus the Titans. Forced by Peanut Tillman.
CJ 2K was coughing it up like that?
I guess.
Or was
so,
it Charlie
man.
Whitehurst too?
It might have been Lendale White.
Kerry Collins in the bunch. Okay, question number 2 then. Point for Logan there. There are 2 players tied for the all-time single game completion record. You know the drill. Name one, get a point. Name both, get 2.
Single game.
Single game.
Nick Foles.
Not Nick Foles.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Not Ben Roethlisberger.
I don't know. Ben's had some games where he was slinging 50 balls, man.
Yeah.
Alex Smith.
Just checkdowns. 3 yards at a time. Just shovel passes.
Yeah. What are you laughing at, bro? Alex Smith completes 70% of his passes. Brock Purdy this year went 20 for 21.
No, most completions total.
Most completions.
Drew
I thought this was
Brees.
highest completion percentage.
No. Most completions in a single
game. Oh, my bad, guys.
What about... I'm thinking about, like, the highest scoring games, like Mahomes.
No, the number is 45, by the way.
Joe Burrow.
No.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff is one of the correct answers, Logan.
Bruh.
There you go. 45, and is, I think, last year with the Rams, an opportunity to get the second point here. I'll give you the hint first. The other player, as well as Goff, they were both first overall picks.
Oh, my God. Oh, I think I know it. But I'm not going to say because it's Logan's to clean up.
That's interesting, bro. Can you give me the score of the game that they played in?
Why do you guys think I have this stuff on hand? No, I'm not built the same way.
Well, no, I don't think you have it on hand, but I would love.
All right, I'm officially enlisted as research team because I'm ineligible for this question, but I don't know the answer, so I actually can't look up the score of the game.
I'll give it to you, Carson. I'll tell you who it was.
Ooh, I think I know who it is. Is it? I almost want to let it rip. I think it's Drew Bledsoe.
It is Drew Bledsoe.
Let's go. Let him cook. That is not who I had in mind. I was thinking for some reason it was Sam Bradford. Ooh, I was going to guess Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub who had 43.
With Marino, right? It was a shootout with Marino.
As we've established, I don't know what game he did this in. So.
It was against the Vikings, Logan.
Okay.
But you get your points all the same. Nicely done. Ooh, Josh Allen is on the short list here. 42 of 63 against the Dolphins. We know what he does to Miami because Christian Wilkins grabs his balls. Oh! Josh, doesn't it now? It's true. It's all true, every word.
Dude, that was so disgusting, bro. Christian Wilkins is a weirdo. Certified weirdo, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
He's been doing that since college, too. I think he did
and
that.
And now he's a Raider.
Which fits. Antonio
it does
Pierce
fit.
will like him.
Yeah.
As we all know, forks up. Question number 3. There are 14 players that have multiple punt returns for a touchdown in a single game in league history. Name one of them and you can have the point.
Dante Hall.
I do not think
this is
Dante
punt
Hall is
return.
on this list.
This is punt return specifically.
Punt return.
So
not
we
kick return.
we can't get Naheem Hines for his legendary performance for the Bills. Oh, Naheem Hines.
Naheem Hines is a correct answer. He did have 2 in a single game, I believe, when he was with the Colts.
And then I think he had a 2 kick return touchdown game for the Bills. Or maybe it was just 1 and it was so
Devin
exciting
Hester, Josh Cribbs. Who else is on this list?
I'll give you the full 14 if you want them. Okay,
sure.
Reggie Bush, Dick Christie, Jack Christensen did it twice.
Is Tyreek on here?
Tyreek was surprisingly not on this list.
Ooh.
Eddie Drummond, Darian Gordon, Naheem Hines, aforementioned, Leroy Irvin, Todd Kinchin, Jermaine Lewis did it twice. Eric Metcalf did it twice.
Eric Metcalf.
Darius Raynaud, Val Sikahema, never heard of him. Steve Smith Sr., a young Steve Smith.
Wow.
And Rick Upchurch.
Wow. Great list. Great list. Am I mistaken to say that Steve Smith was an all-pro as a punt returner very early in his career?
I think early on, when he was
he might have been.
Just breaking into the league, didn't necessarily have the hype. Yep, and made his name on special teams. Okay, that's a point for Carson, so that kind of erases the 2 for Logan on the last one. Question number 4. Who is the NFL single-game record holder for targets?
Brandon Marshall.
It is Brandon Marshall.
Guess.
Let's go.
Nice slogan. How many times was he targeted? Holy
28
shit.
For the Broncos versus Indy.
That's what Russell Wilson needs to do next.
18 of them? How many did he catch?
21, I thought.
I think
right?
21.
Was it 21?
Is the correct answer.
That's what Russell Wilson needs to do every game to George Pickens next season, man.
Was Kyle Orton the one slinging the rock at that point in time for Denver?
Cutler, I think.
Cutler. Yeah, you're correct.
Same difference.
Question number 5. Who holds a record for extra points made in a single game?
Ooh, I'm going to say...
Gostowski.
Not Gostowski.
No, dude. No. Incorrect. Oh, my God. I
would have figured it would have been that Titans-Patriots blowout in, like, 2000.
It's the right kind of thinking.
Dude, I think it's the Dolphins kicker from this year.
It definitely could be him. Who is he?
It's not Jake Bailey. Who is the Dolphins kicker this year?
I think that guy's a punter.
Yeah, he's a punter, right?
Jake Bailey is punter.
Oh, dude, you should guess Roberto Aguayo. I think it's him.
Yeah.
Is it Jason Sanders, bro? Is that the guy's name?
Jason Sanders.
It is Jason Sanders. I'll give that to you, Logan.
He was my fantasy kicker for a time this year.
How many did he make, bro?
10.
10. Yeah.
Damn.
They scored 70 points.
70, yeah.
Yeah, and made all of his extra points. Logan.
Jason Sanders.
Cleaning up in the round, though. Got a chance here to take the lead if you sweep the Super Nerd question that Carson has posed for you. It is a difficult one. But this could be your shining chance, my friend. Don't choke. Can you name, and we'll do this in parts because it's categories here, the number 1 overall pick with the most, and we'll go stat by stat.
Okay.
Starting with passing yards, Logan. This is for the career.
Career passing yards.
Yeah, this one should be easy.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning is correct. That's a point for you. Rushing yards. We've talked about this individual today.
It's true.
Really? Oh. I was going to, thank you for saying that. I was going to guess Earl Campbell. O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson. Correct.
I'm pretty sure Campbell is second, so that was a good thought.
Yeah, I might have done a little bit too much there to lead the horse to water. Question number 3 here. Receiving yards.
Ooh.
Not a lot of first overall pick receivers.
Yeah, you're right, man. And my gut is telling me Keyshawn Johnson. I'm trying to think about, I mean, he played for a while. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that I'm spacing on here. I'm going to let it rip. Keyshawn Johnson.
Not Keyshawn.
Who is it?
We'll stay. Yeah, you got
your 3 strikes. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want? Okay.
I mean, this. No, don't give him a hint. This is a free point, bro. This is a free point now.
I will ask him this though. Would you rather me move on to the other categories so you can guess
fair.
Those?
Yeah.
Or
We'll
would
come
you
back to
rather
this
stay
one.
here?
Yeah.
I will say, Logan, my personal advice. I think this is the easiest one because this is a free point. Because I think you know who the other receiver is. But move on if you want.
We'll move on to sacks, and we can come back to that one depending on how this goes. Sacks should be an easy one.
I wanted to ask, are we doing this like post-merger? Is there any like limitations? How far does this span back?
It doesn't have to be post-merger, but everybody here from this point
Okay.
forward is post-merger.
Lawrence Taylor, I don't think Lawrence Taylor was the second overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I don't think Reggie White or Bruce Smith were first overall picks. Is there another category after this?
There is one more category. Do you want to move on to that? You've got 2 strikes left.
Damn, I don't want to guess Mario Williams, man. Mario Williams is at the front of my brain, but I know that's just my
Shout out Bill's
adolescence talking, man.
Let's move on to the next category here, and we can come back to sacks and receiving yards. Rushing touchdowns is the next one.
I mean, it can't be OJ again, bro. This feels like a trick question. Do you want me to guess OJ again?
I am maybe not. Maybe don't do that.
He thought it was a double OJ question.
I wouldn't put it past you, man.
He's got John Stockton PTSD from last week.
I still don't know if I want to guess Earl Campbell.
It doesn't, maybe I'm saying too much with this one, but I don't know. I'm not going to say that. Makes it a little bit too easy.
Emmett Berry. I don't think Emmett was a first overall pick. Dorsett. Yeah, I'm gonna let this.
Take a moment with receiver.
Yeah, let's come back to
Peyton and I will chat, and you'll access it in your mind.
I do love our chats.
All right, Peyton, let's talk about...
Please don't let it be traumatic or potentially damaging.
I don't know, man. Carson seems to have that in his bag, man.
What do you guys mean? I'm just a regular guy like anybody else. All right, let me think about what else has been on my mind as of late. So I mentioned that I watched Zodiac. Okay, I've been thinking about the greatest individual acting performances that I've ever seen. Let me lay out some of my favorites for you. Number 1 is Casey Affleck in Manchester by the Sea. Plays the greatest tortured man that I've ever seen. Way up there as well, Dustin Hoffman in Kramer versus Kramer. Just an unbelievable depiction of a man's growth. He's just so real in every scene in that movie. I love it.
This guy isn't post-2000, right? This guy is pre-2000.
Pre-2000.
Yeah.
All the receiving yards and sacks are pre-2000.
Yes.
The rushing touchdowns is post-2000.
Man.
Now, another performance I've got up there.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give the hint first, and then I'll kill time.
Should tell you that, maybe, there haven't been a ton of typical running backs drafted first overall post-2000.
Yeah, I was... Oh, that's interesting. No
so
way,
Manchester by the Sea.
Manchester by the Sea.
Do
Fantastic.
you freaks don't want me to guess Michael Vick, do you?
I can't answer that question.
There's no way.
Edward Norton in American History X is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I haven't seen that one.
Great character development, man.
True. Also
God,
true.
that movie's so sad, bruh.
It is. But Logan, many of the great movies are. But don't think about this. This is just to buy you time, pal.
Dude, I'm trying to think about the wideouts, man. I can't think of any other wideouts that were drafted number 1 overall, dude.
Sick name.
Wait, is it a Patriot?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Irving Fryer?
There we go.
It is Irving Fryer. Okay, so that's 3 of them.
I'm gonna go ahead and let Michael Vick rip.
It's not Michael Vick. It's the right school of thought. Right school of thought, but not Michael Vick.
Got to be a number 1 overall pick. Not many typical like this.
Let me think about what else is up there all the time on my performances list. Daniel Day-Lewis and There Will Be Blood. God, if that isn't a powerhouse, if that isn't an acting tour de force, I mean, what is? Am I right? How about you, Peyton? What are some of your favorite individual acting performances?
I was thinking about this.
Let me guess. Adam Sandler in Grown Ups, Adam Sandler in Jack and Jill, Adam Sandler in Blended, Adam Sandler in 50 First Dates.
Are we allowed to do television? Is television
Adam
included
Sandler in Fart Noise. Well, television is a whole other ballgame, but I'd like to hear.
Sure. Damian Lewis.
It's Cam Newton. Bro.
Cam Newton is one of the correct answers, and you got sacks left. But Damian Lewis and Paul Giamatti in Billions aren't.
I'll let Reggie White rip, bro.
It's not Reggie White. You've tied the game though. It is 10-10. You said the guy's name, which I gave you the browse. You just didn't see it.
It's Bruce, bro.
It is Bruce Smith. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. Tie ball game, kiddos. Heading into the final round. Logan, It might be your day for the 16-1 on this first day of March Madness. We'll get to it after this. The Ides of March are upon us. Random round, 10 to 10. Down the home stretch, these two go. The topic today, March Madness trivia. So typically we like to stay away from sports, but particularly festive as Carson does an impression of the Scream. Question number 1 here, guys. Who is the all-time single-game record holder for points in an NCAA tournament game?
Bill Bradley.
Not Bill Bradley. He's second.
What's the number?
61, which
David
is
Thompson.
insane. It's not David
I'm gonna
Thompson.
say
he was on this list too.
Austin Carr.
Austin Carr is correct.
Give
Carson
me
noses
that.
in front. 61 points against Ohio, the Bobcats in 1970.
Dude, I did that. The lights, the cameras
Unreal.
just weren't on, bro. Cameras just weren't on.
A whole lot of ball game left, though, Logan.
Grow up.
Question number 2. It's 11 to 10. Carson with the advantage. The question is, who was the 2015 NCAA tournament most outstanding player?
Frank Kaminsky.
Ooh.
Not Frank Kaminsky.
It's not a bad guess.
Tank.
Is it Quinn Cook?
It's not Quinn Cook. It's open to both of you. That
it Justice
very
Winslow?
close, Carson. No, not Justice Winslow. It is
Sam
that
Decker?
Duke team.
Oh,
It's
Jaleel
not
Okafor.
Sam Decker. Not
Jaleel
Jaleel
Okafor.
Okafor.
Who the hell else was on that team? Tyus Jones.
Tyus Jones.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Tyus Jones. Shout out.
Forgotten amongst that team. Grayson Allen gets
For
thought of a
real.
lot. Obviously, you said Quinn Cook is a wild first guess. Can
I
we
was
start
just
with that?
thinking
we were
about
just
him.
doing. Yeah, we were.
It's because
just
we
doing
did a trivia yesterday on dudes to win NCAA and NBA titles, and Quinn Cook was one of them, so he was in my mind.
All right, so Carson gaining some control here. Logan got to bounce back. Question
I think
number 3.
Quinn Cook was the backup point guard on that team, wasn't he?
He started. He was like a combo guard. He was a veteran
Okay.
of a very,
Okay.
very young Duke team that got gifted the national title because Wisconsin took out Kentucky. Question number 3 has to do with Coach K, kind of.
Ooh.
Coach K is the most NCAA tourney wins. It's 101, which is ridiculous to win 101 tournament games
insane.
when you can only win 6 in a given tournament.
Yeah.
Tell me who has
Glaze.
the second
Glaze.
most victories.
Calipari.
Not Coach Cal.
Ooh, that's a good thought. So I'm going to do a little bit of strategic thinking here because the tournament expands in the 80s, right, to 48, and then it expands again. I don't know exactly when to 64, but you had to coach a long time. I'm going to say Roy Williams.
Roy Williams is correct.
Damn.
Oh my God.
That's
let's
game.
go.
That's
Give
game.
me that. I mean, to be fair, it's a second basketball category, but 'tis the season. It's March. All right, this is fun. Let's see what these last two have to offer.
Okay, this is my favorite question of the day. Which team gleefully whipped and nay-nayed after beating Duke in the first round of the 2014 tournament?
Lehigh. Who is it?
Not Lehigh.
It's
It was
not
after
Lehigh.
Oh, was it
It's actually
Belmont?
Lehigh.
It was Belmont.
It's not Belmont. Where did that come from? No.
Didn't Belmont beat Duke in the?
No, they did not. Shout out Dylan Windner, though.
Are you sure?
Lehigh is the iconic one.
No, 2014. I remember vividly clowning my best friend Michael because he was a Duke fan, and we were walking. We had skipped school that day, and we were walking around the mall, and I just remember goofing on Michael because Duke had lost.
Same animal mascot.
It's not Belmont though.
And not Belmont.
Man,
This is Lehigh's long-forgotten brother because they did this after Lehigh did it.
It's not. No.
Same year
It's
that...
not. It's not. It's not Middle Tennessee. They
Not
beat,
MTSU.
They beat Michigan. They beat
Shout
Michigan
out
State.
Giddy Potts, though.
Shout out, dude.
is it Brown?
Not Brown.
Shout out, Brown. No, we said it's the same. Belmont.
Is a Bruin. Same animal.
Oh, I thought. Okay, yeah. So
I thought it was a bear.
The Bruin is
so I
fair.
was thinking for the Bruin is a bear. So it's the same animal. I mean, you guessed
so it's a
Brown.
bear.
Cornell is the big red, but they have a bear mascot.
It's
Shout
not
out to the
Cornell.
Ivies. No, Cornell would never do something of that caliber.
I think this
Okay.
team's out of the Big South, I want to say.
Radford. No, I must remember this somewhere.
Yeah, no, this was a great day, man. Duke lost.
What seed? What seed?
I think
Upset
they made.
was this?
I want to say that they were I think it was a 4-13.
Yeah.
413. So it's not in that level of iconic stature.
It was still awesome, man. I mean, Duke.
Jabari Parker team.
Yeah.
Dude, Duke losing, New England losing, or Bama losing, it was always like Christmas, man.
I've never hated Duke like that. I don't know why. I don't like Coach K because he talked like this, but he also was featured in The Bear. His book gave great wisdom to Sydney.
Accurate.
So that's got to redeem him a bit because I love The Bear. Anyways.
Quinn Cook was the leading scorer in this game.
Oh, wow.
Shout out Quinn Cook.
I'm just thinking.
I don't know. Man, back in the day, Big South probably would have been enough to get me there, but I don't know.
Orange and black colors. You guys just want the answer?
And black colors.
No,
sure.
I want to get this.
Well,
man.
no, give
Damn.
Logan a second then.
No, I mean, I don't. It's not coming to me. I'm gonna be upset, dude.
Logan, if you get this, the last question's worth 2 points.
No, dude, I think we should make all of them worth 4 points. Who is this, bro?
It's Mercer.
Oh, I do remember that.
Mm-hmm. I think that was the same year Kansas lost to Stanford in the first round. That would have been the Andrew Wiggins team with Joel Embiid. I don't think Embiid played in that game. Yeah,
frauds.
All right.
All of them. 2014 draft, not fraudulent, but Andrew Wiggins and Jabari Parker. I remember thinking at the time, like that was when I first really got into the draft, or like I was doing my own mock drafts. And I just remember I really liked Jabari Parker. I had no idea what I was looking at, but I liked Jabari Parker. Logan looks miserable.
I mean, I think Jabari would have been nice if he hadn't blown out his knee.
It was like the last time ESPN the magazine mattered. Like that was that draft class.
Oh, look at you making profound statements about the trajectory of journalism. Grow up.
In that vein, question number 5. Which broadcaster first referred to the tournament as March Madness?
Bill Walton.
Twerk Dickman.
I wish it was Bill Walton. No. George Dickman. 1982 is when this happened.
Blast Asman. I'm just thinking about good old-timey broadcaster names. I'm going to say it's Brent Musburger.
You are looking live at the correct answer, my friend.
Yeah.
It is Brent Musburger.
Yeah. At the end of the day, when I get real, I score. Somebody write that down.
I don't know what that means, man.
Somebody make a quote graphic of it. Oh, yeah? Well, you know what this means? Antonio Brown thinks Morehead State is going to win the whole tourney.
Be nice. Can you imagine?
Shout out Longwood. Logan's hometown university.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get bounced bad by Houston, dude. That's going to be
I'm sure you'd like to bounce on some Longwood. Come on now.
Goodbye, everybody. Carson 7-0. 7-0. 7-0. See you next week.